Hi, this is Michael Ogechi Abu with Enterprise Express Tax Services. Today we are going to talk about 1099 income and a couple of changes that the IRS has made that will impact anyone who earns income via the 1099 way. So let's get started. You would typically get issued with a 1099 if you are a contractor. Sometimes if you work for a company that issues you a W-2, but you also do work for them, which makes them issue you with a 1099, that's considered contractor work or self-employed work. How does the 1099 work? Well, if you get issued with a 1099, it means that you did not get taxes deducted at the time the service was performed. So you're like a regular business person. The IRS expects that if you earn 1099 income, that you would be paying what's called estimated taxes. Let's do a little explanation of what estimated taxes are. You pay your taxes due through the 4 quarters of the financial year, starting at the beginning of the year, usually in March, and ending in January of the following year. That's how the IRS calculates the 4 financial quarters of the financial year. Now, people do it differently. Some people, don't pay their taxes through the estimated schedule or system, and instead, when tax time comes, they figure out what they owe and they go ahead and they pay the IRS a bulk amount, or they come to some form of a payment arrangement with the IRS. But the standard way to do it if you earn 1099 income is to plan to pay your estimated taxes. And your tax preparer can actually help you prepare a schedule, estimated tax schedule, that will show you how much estimated taxes. Remember to underline that word estimated. You do not know exactly what those taxes are approximately. So what you and your accountant or your tax preparer are doing is estimating how much those taxes may come to based on your prior year's income. That's how it's worked out. Now let's talk about the changes. Now, last year the IRS had said that they would start to uh, tax any income. And what the IRS was doing was they realized that a lot of the third party financial services, you were talking about Zelly and Cash App. Those are the two main ones that I can think of. The IRS realized that people were accepting income from those services, either by doing a business or hobbies. And so the IRS had a dilemma because they didn't want to penalize people who had hobbies and who were accepting monies either for those hobbies. The IRS didn't want to tax anyone unnecessarily. So what the IRS came up with, they said, you know what we're going to do is put a limit. If you receive above $600 using any of these third-party financial applications, then we're going to look at that as possible business income. And the IRS had said that that rule would come into effect this 2023 tax season. Now, the IRS has backtracked and changed. They're saying that they're not going to implement that during this 2023 tax season because they've gotten complaints from those third-party companies and from self-employed lobbying groups saying it's too soon, give us some more time so this can be implemented in a fair manner so that it won't disrupt or impact business persons negatively. Okay, so that is not going to be implemented this tax filing season. We're looking that probably, probably is going to be implemented the following tax filing season. We're talking about 2024. All right. So that looks to be what's happening. But let's come back to 1099 because I get a lot of questions from people saying, you know what, I get paid with the 1099. How do I go about paying my taxes? Why do I owe so much? You have a large gig economy in the United States or in the world these days. We'll talk about people who drive Uber, for instance. people who do Instacart, Lyft, and all those other kinds of services where they do not get paid with a regular W 2. With those people who earn income in that way, they're probably going to be given a 1099K and or a 1099 NEC, right? The 1099 NEC is a separate document that shows probably one bulk payment that's made to you. Your 1099K lists your payment that's coming in on a monthly schedule. All right. So when you're asking for your tax documents from whoever you're contracting with, make sure that you get the 1099K and the 1099 NEC and any other document. For instance, I know that with Uber and Lyft, you typically would also have a summary page that shows how much you paid to Uber and Lyft as commissions and fees. That's extremely important. We would definitely need that in order to prepare your taxes. So I just wanted to give a brief overview of the 1099K and the different ways in which it could impact how you have your tax return prepared, and also tell you about a few developments that are going to impact the way 1099s are assessed, especially with regards your Zelle and your Cash App third-party finance app. So I hope this has been useful. Once again, my name is Michael Ogechi Abbey with Enterprise Express Tax. Give us a call, send us an email, send us a text. Let us know how we can help you. We do taxes in all 50 states in the United States of America. Thanks, and I wish you a great week ahead. Bye.